Hello my darlings, and welcome to my monthly wrap up of December. So let's start with life things. As you can probably hear in my voice, I got sick for over 2 weeks. I'm on day 16 and I'm still not 100%. My voice hasn't returned properly. I'm still a bit congested. So that was fun. That illness literally made me bedridden for at least a week. Could not get out of bed. I didn't even have a voice for 6 days. Couldn't utter a single syllable. And I think it was just the accumulation of all of the stress from all the things I've been going through recently finally came to a head, and my body said, yeah, no, we're going to be in this bed doing nothing but resting. So that happened. I also, there was another death in the family. So my mum's uncle passed away. So yeah, it was a bit of another rough month, but those were the two awful things. And let's get on to the better things. Well, semi-better. I did go on a date this month with a gentleman. He was nice, but it was not a romantic match. And I decided that I am completely done with online dating. So I deleted Hinge and I have no plans to return. The whole process of online dating is just not for me. I don't like it. I don't like putting my personal details and information out there for anybody to see. I don't like having to judge other people based on their profiles. I don't like having to have all of these online conversations and then having to decide who's worthy of my time for a date, and then going on dates and having some of them actually be really, really bad and awful. And then even the ones that are nice, if they're not a romantic match, I then have to reject people, and it's an awful feeling and I don't like doing it. So yes, I've decided to leave my love life in the hands of the gods, let it be left to fate. The online thing, the whole process was stressing me out and it was taking up so much of my time. Since deleting the app, I've really come to realize how much time I would spend every day looking through profiles, chatting to people, planning dates, going on dates. I've got all that time back to myself, and I've been able to watch movies again and things like that. So I feel very good about my decision to not be on online apps anymore. The best part of this month was my birthday. So I turned 40. I had a wonderful time with family and friends, and I couldn't have asked for a better way to commemorate entering into a new decade of my life. I'm very excited for my 40s, and I think they'll be even more wonderful than my 30s, to be honest. I'll put some footage here from my birthday.
I know, that's a very awkward silence. So 40 years ago, this wonderful being graced our lives. Thank you everyone for coming. Everyone here means a lot to me. There's not a lot of people in my life that I love dearly, but the few that I love with all my heart and all my soul. I wouldn't be the person I am without each and every one of you. You all own a piece of my heart. I am very lucky to have such wonderful friends and family in my life that have been there for me in the highs and the lows, and that love me and accept me as I am. It means a lot. The last decade of my life has been fun. I hope my 40s are even funner, but with even earlier bedtimes and more snacks. But I don't normally like to celebrate. As you know, I'm a bit socially awkward and my social battery is this small, but I recently went to the funeral of one of my cousins who will never see 50, and I thought, well, how fortunate that I am here at 40. We don't know how many years we have left, so we should celebrate every little thing that we can celebrate while we're still here. So thank you all for sharing this birthday with me. I will remember it for the rest of my life. I love all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Yeah.
Forever. No more high school for me. Loser.
I don't know if it's in sync, but
Yeah, I know.
Now, on to everything I consumed. I apologize for the voice. In the month of December. So I watched the TV show The Mighty Nine. This is an adult animated series that is based on Critical Role, which is a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So in this particular series, you have a powerful magic relic called the Beacon, and it's capable of reshaping reality, and it gets stolen. And then it's up to a bunch of misfits, outcasts, and fugitives, each with their own secrets and scars, to unite to stop the chaos and save their world. I've been reading the books, the graphic novels, so I don't actually play Dungeons and Dragons, or I haven't watched Critical Role, but I've been reading the Mighty Nine Origin graphic novel series, and yeah, I decided to give it a go. I love this show, guys. This is fan-fucking-tastic. My favorite characters are Molly, who is a bisexual tarot card reader, and Yasha, who is a protector barbarian. They are my favorite two hotties. Crushes on both of them. I also love the character Jester because she's so fucking funny. She's got the dirtiest sense of humor and I adore her. This whole show is hilarious. I'm always laughing. It's also violent and there are titties as well. Now, I know that Molly and Beau are not probably going to be a couple, but I ship them. Beau is very much giving masc femme, and I just love their dynamic. So Beau is very take no bullshit, tough woman sort of thing, and Molly is the typical tricksy, foxy, caddish, bisexual dude. And I love the way that they played off each other, but I know they're not going to be a couple, but I was feeling a vibe there and I was like, I would like to see this dynamic in play, but I know it's not going to be, but I really love this show. Now onto films. I watched a lot of films. I was sick. I read a lot. I watched a lot. So I watched Suspiria, and this is a surreal horror film about a young woman who joins a prestigious dance academy only to discover it's secretly run by a coven of witches. I didn't really enjoy this. I gave it a 2. Look, I can see that it's very artistic, but I found it dull and boring. I don't think Dakota Johnson was the right choice. I love her, but I don't think she's a great actress. Obviously, Tilda Swinton fucking killed it in 2 roles in this. I won't tell you what they are because it's a nice surprise. But yeah, this was a 2 stars for me. And then I watched the new Fantastic Four. So once again, it's a superhero movie. Universe is in peril. This one, they did it through like a sort of 1960s family drama kind of style. This had the creepiest fucking AI baby since Renesmee. This one takes the crown. Was not a fan. I've given this a 2. It was a bit dull as well. Then I watched Good Fortune. So this is the one featuring Keanu Reeves as a bumbling guardian angel whose normal job is to stop people from texting or driving, but he decides that he wants to do more. And so he intervenes in the life of a poor gig worker and swaps his life with this mega rich tech mogul. And things go awry. This wasn't as funny as I was anticipating it to be. It was a bit more depressing and drama than comedy. So I ended up giving it a 3. And I felt like I could have used more Keanu Reeves. Yeah, it didn't live up to the expectation I had of it. And then there was Freakier Friday. So this is a sequel to Freaky Friday. And this is another body swap movie. Well, the other one was a life swap. This is a body swap where now it involves a mother, a daughter, and a grandchild and a step-grandchild, and they all swap bodies with each other. This was fine. Did it need to be made? Probably not, but I gave it a 3. It was fine. And then I watched The Life of Chuck. So in this world, Chuck Krantz is dying, and so is the world. It's put into 3 parts. The start of the world is this sort of apocalypse, and then we get glimpses of Chuck's grief-laden childhood and then Chuck's end of life. I loved the first part, the apocalypse bit. That was really cool. But the other parts were just, once again, really boring and dull. I'm settling on a 3 for this, but yeah, it was a bit of a nothing burger of a movie. And then my favorite film this month was Frankenstein. So this is Guillermo del Toro's version and adaptation of it. And I thought it was fantastic. The only thing I did not like about this movie was the gratuitous, violent animal killing scenes. And there were a lot of them. I just thought, too much, too long, no thank you. And Mia Goth, I'm sorry, but the way she delivered her lines was just weird and boring, and I felt nothing from her. And to have her be what she's meant to be, the fixation and the obsession of, 3 different men. I'm like, nah, I don't buy it. Her? But overall, I've given this film a 4 stars. Now, books. So I said I read a lot, but my reading this month is for my books in January 2026. So that's going to be a stacked month. But November books, I read a total of 25. I had 1 5-star read, and that was The Silver Cloak. That was Silver Cloak by L.K. Stephen. So this is a fantasy book in which the magic system is based on pleasure and pain and is also wand magic based. And it was sort of enemies to lovers, but the 2 characters are very messy, chaotic bisexuals that might both be on their villain origin story. It was a kinky fun time and I gave it 5 stars. My favorite cover of this month was If You're Seeing This, It's Meant For You by Lee Stein. Music, I liked the song Berghain by Bjork, Rosalia, Eve Timor. This was giving fever, dream, industrial, holy, sweaty, surreal, divine, feral energy. This is interesting. I recommend you give it a listen. It changes throughout. Now, perfume. My favorite perfume of the month, I was gifted it thanks to my sister-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law. Thank you, darlings. I absolutely love this perfume. It is Drunk Lovers by Born to Stand Out. It has cognac, red berries, grapefruit, juniper, bergamot, lemon, pepper, ginger, clary sage, cypress, vanilla, amber, sandalwood, musk, Virginian cedar, benzoin, cinnamon, patchouli, vetiver, and cardamom. It is messy, hot-blooded, and a little reckless. It smells like a night you might regret, but will never forget. It's very intoxicating at first, fiery in the middle, the Ravensboro, and it lingers warmly on your skin long after the glasses are empty. I would consider this a unisex scent, possibly leaning feminine. It smells like pre-dancing drinks by the Yarra in summer whilst wearing a slip satin dress. It's very bold and flirtatious. It's the scent of a night that promises both chaos and intimacy. Kissing in a candlelit bar, spilling secrets with stained lips. I find it very sexy and boozy and, like I said, flirtatious. So this is now one of my signature scents. Then we have the candle of the month, and that was Celia Loves in Velvet Cherry. This has cherry, raspberry, blackberry, peach, macadamia, honey, vanilla, malt, and biscuit. So this is the olfactory equivalent of slipping into a crimson silk slipped with spiked heels. It's effortlessly decadent with a playful edge. It was giving cherry lip gloss, golden hoops, and a lot of confidence. Purchases, so I did thrift some items this month. This is one of the items that I thrifted. This is by Marnie, and it's a virgin wool striped sweater. It's a heart shape. I need to get a more suitable bra for it, but I had to. It's gorgeous. And then I also thrifted this striped long ribbed dress by Opening Ceremony. I wasn't sure about this one. I think what I need to do is get a belt. My best friend Kate said I think you need a waspy belt around the center, and I think, yeah, that is the case because I'm so short. Long things like this tend to swamp me, and like I felt like it was hiding my shape, so I think I need a belt to cinch it. But those were the 2 items I thrifted this month. I didn't back anything on Kickstarter. In regards to decks, I was meant to get a Kickstarter deck in this month. It didn't come in time, unfortunately, which is a bummer, but that's okay. You'll see it next month. I've decided that just like I do TBR prompts to pick some of my books, I'm doing that for my decks as well. So one of the prompts I pulled for my books this month was the 9 of Swords, and the prompt for this is horror. So I thought I might pick a tarot and oracle deck that fit the horror vibe to use in January. Besides that, the Etsy store will be slowing down because I'm running out of yarn. I might go and do a yarn because I'm getting a new Kickstarter deck in. So I might get some more bags up in December, even though I've run out of yarn at the moment. Yeah, because since I'm getting a new deck in, I'm going to probably buy just a few extra skeins of yarn to make some more bags. But things will not be as gung-ho as they have been, because I went through my entire yarn stash now, so it'll only be as I buy new yarn, new bags will come out. I will show you my deck practice this month, what I've been doing in regards to my tarot practice. I'll also do a little flip through of that deck that was gifted to me, that was a present for my 40th birthday, which was a deck someone made using AI, based on photos of me in my 30s. So it was to sort of encapsulate that decade of my life. So I thought I'd do a flip through because I use it on my book channel, and I had a few people say like, what's that deck? And I'm like, oh, well, this was a personal gift based on me, a deck of my 30s. So you'll see that here as well. But that's everything. So I'll leave you with the crochet and the deck portion of this video. Oh, and the garden too, some snippets from my garden.
This is the current wildflower garden. It is obviously mostly bluebells. Lavender is also blooming at the moment. I've got these guys, a few different colours. So many freesias. So many freesias. I've got this lovely purple flower, and then look at all those coloured ones starting to pop up. So pretty! I've also got my beautiful roses starting to bloom. This one's dropped a bit. Maybe I should pin that. It gets a lot of water on it. So we've got these beauties as well. The other ones haven't bloomed yet, but I'll show you them when they do. Okay, I've only got one bag this week. That's all I had time to make. So this one is in an organic cotton, and it's mostly a bunch of pinks and greens and yellows. And this is a 16 ply large bag. Okay guys, let's look at some bags that I made. So there's this little pastel one with a sparkly button. This is 8 ply merino wool in snug fit. Dude, I'm filming. I've got cashmere silk merino wool. This is relaxed fit 8 ply. And then we've got this wide bag in organic cotton, and this is 16 ply. Okay, I have this multicolored bag with a candy, sprinkles, sprinkle button. This is a relaxed fit 8 ply merino wool. And here we have a merino wool. This is a snug fit. Actually, this is snug fit too. Let me check. Yes, both snug fit. This has a pressed dried flower button, and this is in 8 ply merino wool. Okay, so I've got some more bags. I've got this red, black and white bag with a glitter button. This is 12 ply in merino wool, and it's a relaxed fit. And then I've got this blue, white and red one in an 8 ply, also relaxed fit. And then I have an organic cotton, which is a large bag. This is 16 ply. Like I said, it's a large bag with a lolly sprinkle button. So I am now out of yarn for the time being. So unless I buy more yarn willy-nilly or I get more decks in, the bags are going to be very sporadically added to my store. So yes, probably no longer weekly, maybe once a month. Hello my darlings. So originally I wasn't going to show this deck on here, but I've been showing it on my reading channel anyway, and I thought I can just edit out pictures of my kids' faces, and I use that in quotations because this was a gift for my 40th birthday. So a friend generated pictures, well, not pictures, tarot cards based on photos of me in my 30s to make a tarot deck as a sort of time capsule for, you know, the decade of my life that's just passed. So I thought I would show you the deck. So let's just go through it. So I just was given the images and then printed them on make playing cards. I did it with a purple. I love the purple. I just think it's gorgeous. And I did it on a linen cardstock. So yeah, it's just some of these clothes are mine, but because look, I don't have, in my 30s, I didn't have over 70 photos of me in different outfits. So some outfits are not my outfits. This one is. It's actually a long sleeve dress, but for some reason, you know, it took off the long sleeve. So they used, AI to put me into tarot cards. So understand that I don't look like this. It's similar, but they've made me look like a Victoria's Secret supermodel. That's not my body. That's not my face. But yeah, it's based on me. So I just thought I'd show you anyway. Flip through. Let me actually just put that to the side so I can keep this in the center. I hope that's centered. So yeah, it's very fun. I think it's a great gift. So this is my eldest V with Nova. So Nova's her cat, and I put her as a Page of Cups. And I got them to print doubles of some cards so I could give them to the kids. So she's got that card as well. This is so cool. So this is based on a Chanel sort of fashion house outfit. I want it to look very Chanel. That's my choker, but you know, a Chanel style outfit for the magician. So yeah. And also I picked the men that are in here because I didn't want to have myself as king and stuff. So this is Damiano David as the Hierophant. He makes a few, does he make more appearances or is it just this one? I can't remember actually. This might be it. We'll see as we go on. Some are not based on real men. Like this isn't based on a real person. This was just generated. So some men are real, some are not. So that's the devil, and that devil's really hunky. I'm not gonna lie. Like I might be tempted into sinning if that was the devil. Strength with the lion. Yeah, like I said, my choker makes a lot of appearances because my jewelry obviously was repeated in a few photos. Knight of Swords. So this is not a real person. So if another person comes up that's real, I'll let you know. But this was just Knight of Swords. This is a bit dark. There's a cat. I requested lots of cats as well because, you know, I'm a cat lady. So, yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Queen. So that's a dress I have. I haven't worn it for a very, very, very long time. It's one of my favorites. And, yeah, with books, I put myself with books and flowers. Okay, this was an image I sent. So this is Cody Fern in this iconic outfit. So I can't remember where he was, but oh my God, stunning, gorgeous. So made them the King of Swords, but that was based on a real photo. This was a kit. So this was from my Kinky Corner vlog where I dressed up as the Easter Bunny because I was reading Easter erotica, which, you know, like I find it fun, but they're also traumatizing. And obviously I requested cats instead of dogs. So that's just a cat that was chucked in there. That's not one of my cats. But instead of the white fluffy dog, we got a white fluffy kitten. And it was a bit Alice in Wonderland-y as well. That's, you know, kind of. All right, so hopefully I can blur all the faces out. Like these kids look similar to my kids, but they don't. You know what I mean with AI? Like it's similar-ish. But there's my kitties. So we've got Nova, Sylvie, and Bluebell. We like to call her Bubbles. That's her middle name. So all my cats have middle names. And I think with it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it actually has 10. Sometimes just disregard the amount in the background or disregard the text. It's not, you know, it's not great. But yeah, buy this deck creation because they originally said, hey, send me, you know, photos of you with the kids. Playing around with AI and I can like turn you guys into I think it was, they said Ghibli. I can Ghiblify you. And I was like, oh, awesome, you know. So I sent it through and we got it back and I was like, you know what, this could be like a total 10 of Cups or 10 of Pentacles card for me, you know, with the illustration style. And then they turned it into, I think they did 10 of Pentacles card. And I was like, oh, you can make tarot decks. Obviously, of course you can. I've seen how many AI tarot decks, but just, you know, I don't use it, so it didn't go into my head. And then that spurred the idea of this as a time capsule for my 30s. Make a tarot deck based on photos of my life. 10 of Pentacles. I wish I had that outfit. Do not. That one is not one of mine, but stunning. I think I might have sent a picture of Henry Cavill as The Witcher. I think I did for this one. So, you know, it's not identical, but I think, did I? Or is this the dude from Game of Thrones? but not Game of Thrones. The other one, you know what I mean? The spin-off. It might have been a spin-off, dude. I'll see later if there's another Henry Cavill photo in there, because I'm pretty sure I did do Henry. Nine of Wands, such a cool outfit once again. Like, these are very inspiring. Like, I'm like, oh, maybe I should try my hair like that. Gotta grow it first. The Lovers, that's just a random guy. That's not based on anybody. This is a beautiful Dolce & Gabbana dress that I have always wanted. This is Indy with Sylvie, who's her cat, as my Page of Wands in one of her favorite outfits. So she's got a copy of that too. Four of Swords. That was a fun outfit that I thrifted. And I was very exhausted that day, so I was like, yep. Let's do it. Me and Nova, and with one of my outfits again. I love, if you watch my channel, you know I love pattern tights. This is not one of mine. Oh, I would love a dress like this. I would love it. I've always played around too with, in the future, once I'm fully grey, dyeing my hair pale pink or lilac or blue, whatever. Oh, that's a trade. One sec, guys. Okay, so yeah, that is something I want to do. So I thought, all right, let's do some fun hair colors in some of them, just to trial it out. Maybe I think I did some more, because yeah, it's a fun way of seeing how would I look, even though that doesn't look like me. Judgment, not one of my, wait, is that one of my dresses? Could be one of my old ones that I don't have anymore. Yeah, no, I think it was. And I love the idea of hair jewels, also something that I might look into. Queen of Wands, not one of my dresses, that one. Knight of Wands, okay, I think the other one was Witcher, and I think this is the dragon dude, so Tregarian dude, pretty sure, yeah, I think so. Three of Swords, me, Nova, that was a fun outfit I did for something. Was it a Murniskin video? It was something. 10 of Wands, not one of my dresses, but it's very cool. I had different hairstyles all throughout my 30s, so I went full pixie cut to bob to long, like I had a lot of different hairstyles. Page of Swords, not one of my dresses. Oh my god, so hot. This is not based on anybody, this is just a hot emperor. Very dark and moody. So I think I said to them, can you do it in like a gothic romantic style? Was the prompts I gave, and that's what they did. Oh yay, that was a good trade. Eight of Pentacles, I love this top. I wore it recently and a 6-year-old little girl came up to me and said I looked very pretty in that top. I was thinking about getting rid of it because it's got massive puff shoulders, and for some reason that bugs me. I'm very aware of them and I keep trying to push them down, but I think it's worth the discomfort because a 6-year-old little girl said I look nice in it. Not my outfit. Wish I would 100% wear this. This is stunning, whatever this, obviously it's not real, but gorgeous. Someone should make that. If you know how to make clothes, make this, please. Like, wow, gorgeous. 7 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups, this is a photo from my first birthday party. That's not the cake. I had the very quintessential Australian Women's Weekly train cake. And if you know, you know. So my beautiful aunt and godmother made me the train cake for my birthday. But that is my mum, and that is my dad, and that is me. So it did at least keep us the same. Everything else changed. But yeah, that was from real photos. This one makes me really happy. Death. They gave me a few doubles of some cards because they weren't sure if I was going to like it. So I got a few different variations of the death, but this, okay, I'm trying not to get emotional. So this came after my cancer recovery, and my hair had fallen out, so I had to chop it all off. I was very lucky. It was just stage 1, and I just went in for surgery. And I was fine, but I was sick. And this was me starting over. And yeah, so I wanted the short hair on the death card. Anyway, 8 of Wands. Is this the one that has set? Yes, it's got 7. Oh, this is 7 of Wands. This is not. So there's a double.
2 cards say 8. This is meant to be 7. For some reason, I put 8 on there. I don't want to put texture on there either. You know what I mean? I just want to leave it. But love this. This is so cool. And I asked for a lot of roses too because roses are some of my favorite flowers. And that dress makes a second appearance because I really like it. I really like this look. I think it's fire. 2 of Cups. I hope these aren't really, really dark. They are quite dark. Oh, should I try and... That's probably going to annoy me in editing because I would have, edited the colour, but it's too dark, I can tell. Sorry. Oh my God. So many cats. So yeah, super hot. Lots of stockings and stuff. The Emperor. That's not anybody. That's just a hot emperor on a ram throne. Ace of Pentacles. Not my outfit, but very cool. Very, very cool. 6 of Swords. That's a great dress. That's a crocheted or knitted dress. It's so heavy, but it's really lovely. And I probably should wear it again. I should wear it again. I wore it once after I had recovered from a sickness. Like I was very, very ill for weeks on end. And I wore it on the first day that I felt like I could leave my house again. Not my outfit, but so fucking cool. Although it is giving a little bit, is it Katy Perry vibes, this one? I don't know, I'm feeling that a little bit. But this does make me want to be even more of a fierce bitch. It's inspirational to me. I'm like, oh, you could be this. This is like your highest potential. You in some other universe where your life went differently. So Wheel of Fortune, that's based, well, it's not, you can see like the AI takes liberties, obviously. This was a dress that I wore to my birthday. Was it my 39th or my 38th birthday? Can't quite remember. But I did have blue contacts in on that night. Ace of Cups, that's a necklace of mine. You've probably seen it, me wear it. It's a charm necklace I made. My kids and I all made charm necklaces together, which was really fun, but the outfit's not mine. 3 of Wands, that's one of my outfits, and that's with Bluebell. Oh, my little munchkin. I like this. That was pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't get her right. This one, it actually did pretty decent with her colouring. 4 of Cups. This was an old outfit. I don't have that. It was from my club album. I was still clubbing. But it was a very cool top. Obviously, my hair hasn't been really, really, really long for a very long time, since before I got sick. The World, not one of my dresses, but Wish. Don't know where you could wear that, though. Like, where can you wear that? I don't know, but it is very cool. The Hermit, that was an old outfit I had. And me, Bubbles and Books, perfect. Love it. So cozy. 9 of Pentacles, that's not mine, but it's very cool dress, very dripping with jewels. Okay, this was one of my birthday parties as well. This was after I broke up with my ex-partner. I think it was the first birthday after we'd broken up. It went full on with the shoulder puffs on this one. It elaborated those. It heightened those up. I was holding my bag in the photo, so the man made it in. That was a 25th birthday present from my dad, and also because I'd just given birth to the first grandchild. So that was a very special gift, and I almost never ever use it, guys. The idea, like, I feel when I found out how much like my dad saved up to pay for that bag, it made me want to vomit. I'm sorry. Like, it's beautiful, okay? And it's nice. Yeah, I get it. I'm named after Chanel. So it's nice that I have a Chanel bag, and I'm very, very thankful and grateful, and it's a privilege. But to spend that amount of money on a bag, it's crazy. Like, I have some other designer ones that I found in thrift stores for, like $200. Like, they're battered, but I was like, I don't care, I'll take it. But to spend that much, it's crazy. So I'm so scared. I almost never use it because I just don't want to take it out and have it get ruined. Because it's also like something that's special to me. It was given, like, my dad, he's not in a financial position to like buy me gifts, but he saved up to buy me one gift. And so that was the only gift I received as an adult from my dad. And so it's special. But I should wear it and use it. But then I'm like, oh, well, if I don't, I can pass it on to my kids and they can have it in pristine condition. I don't know. It just makes me feel funny because I'm always aware of, how much, he had to spend on it. Five of Wands, that's one of my outfits. And it's just very cool. I love the blood moon. I will admit, like, I don't buy AI decks, but obviously this was given to me, and I actually do like this, whatever this style is. I do like it, but like a whole sentimental value to me, because obviously, it's based on me. That's not my outfit. Wish it was. Like I said, some of the fashion that it comes up with, it's pretty cool. I don't know where it gets its ideas from, but top's mine, that skirt's not mine though, so that's a bit odd. I wonder what that was based on. Maybe it just kept the top and gave me a different bottom. I don't know. Love the jewels. I'm gonna look into hair jewels. I think that might be my next thing. This is me and my friends. So this is the Ghibli style that they originally gave me photos in. Like, let me Ghiblify you. So this was from my birthday party. So there's that blue dress again. You can see what it's done with it and how it changed. So that's me. That's my sister Sarah. That's my best friend Kate and my best friend Kim. So we all became friends in junior school. And my sister and I, this is my ex-husband's sister, but I still call her my sister because even though I divorced her brother, I didn't divorce her. So she's still my sister from another mister. This is such a cool outfit. Don't have it, would wear it. And I love the rainbow hair. So once again, once I'm a silver fox, I might play around with stuff like this. I think it's so cool. And I always think it's cool when I see it. But I'm very aware. One, I don't like getting my hair dyed. That's why I almost never do. I've just started because I'm getting more grays. And every time I go, I think I've gone twice in like the last 2 years. I hate it. I just want to get out of there. I don't like the experience. And it's expensive. And I'm aware it like fades, like I don't do permanent. But still, maybe I just get a wig. I guess that's what wigs are for, Chanel. That's what wigs are for, Chanel. But anyway, the Sun card, don't have that dress anymore. Always want a thigh chain too. If anybody knows where to buy thigh chains, let a girl know. And I'd prefer not Amazon, please. But if you know where some place that does thigh jewelry, it can be online as long as they ship to Australia or preferably in Australia, please let me know because I would love some thigh jewelry. I think it's so cool. That was another Kinky Corner vlog. I think that was a Valentine's Day erotica vlog. So yeah, and I love that wig I've got, that pink wig, worn it multiple times. It's actually really cool. But yeah, it's so pretty like that. There's some cards that, he's hot. Don't know who he is, but also quite young. I would have liked the Kings to be a bit older, but maybe that's not something you can do. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. That's what I got. But yeah, good looking dude, quite gothic leaning, romantic gothic. Yep, that was an old outfit of mine. Not the boots. I would have had my combat boots on in that photo. And I don't do shirts anymore. It didn't feel like me. And headbands. I used to do big headbands too. At one point when I had the little, sorry guys, I've got mad hay fever, the little French bob, but yeah, I don't do them anymore. I just don't feel like they suit me. I love like the style of oversized suits and slacks and shirts, but anything that's really mask just looks like I'm cosplaying. It doesn't feel natural to me. Then we've got Five of Pentacles. That's mine. That's actually a bra with a dress, not the cape, the hood, but the dress underneath and my glasses. Queen of Swords, not my dress, but very, very, very pretty. Maybe I got to get myself a sword. The Moon, that was a dress I wore out on a night with my sister. I've only worn it once, but I should wear it again. It's a very almost molten silver. It reminds me a lot of the Terminator guy. But it's a cool dress, and it definitely does suit the moon. King of Pentacles. I know what this is. This is based on a character in a book, Dorian, I think, from... It's not ACOTAR series, it's the other one. I can't remember what it's called. There was a character in there named Dorian, and that's based on Dorian. Nine of Cups, not my outfit, would wear. Yeah. It's very fun. I love the rainbow. Five of Swords, not my outfit, but once again, stunning. If I had any skill at all with sewing, I would try and make these outfits because I do like them a lot. Empress. So this is cool. Not my outfit, but once again, a furry rainbow jacket. Are you joking? That's right up my alley, and I love whatever this is. And the shoes too. Gorgeous. Yarn. I've requested yarn and tarot and books. My 3 hobbies and interests to be in the Empress photo. 6 of Pentacles. Don't have that dress. Once again, 100% would wear. I'm getting really into neon colors out of nowhere. I'm like starting to gravitate towards neon. I think I might want to try some more neon colors. Don't know if I can pull them off, but you know, not my dress clearly, but gorgeous. I don't have any gowns. I'm so short that I just can't wear a gown. It just swamps me, but I love it. Also wings, always wanted to have angel wings, black angel wings too. Yeah, man, 100%. Not my dress, wish. I think this is based on Honey Bidet or something. Honey Bidet, or was it, there was a brand I used to wear a lot in the past. Baby Doll. I feel like it was called Baby Doll. Wheelhouse and Doll Baby. Wheel and Doll Baby. Oh my God. If you know, you know. Maybe they were just an Australian brand, but they used to do these corset satin dresses, and I did have a lot of them, but it was from my tiny time when I was a little itty bitty wisp of a thing. And so I gave some to my sister, and the others I don't have because I just don't fit into them, and I decided to let go of all my really, really small stuff. 10 of Swords, not mine, but wish. Like these boots are made for walking. Love. The next stuff was mine. Love. And that was, I remember that makeup, I did that for a specific vlog. I went through a little bit of a black lipstick phase at one point. Not my dress. It's nice. I probably wouldn't wear that one, but it's pretty color. It's a pretty color. 5 of Cups, not my dress either. I think that's purple. It's very hard to see. This is a very moody 5 of Cups, and there's Nova again. Very moody. And yeah, her feet are in the ground. She is sunken into the ground. And same with this one. This is really cool. So this is a dress I own. I've worn it a few times. It got bubbles again. It didn't get her colouring right though that time. And shrooms. So that was another thing. I'm like, somewhere put shrooms. I need mushrooms in there. They are very important to me in my life journey. So this one's a bit magical, and I like that. Planting new seeds for new growth. I really like that one. Love this. Don't own this. Would wear this, even though I don't think I'd suit it because it's a blazer cut, but maybe the cinched waist and the shortness might. I don't know, but also lilac tights. Very nice. You don't normally see a lot of colour tights around here. Thigh highs. I would like some. I think that would be fun. Yeah, that's one of mine. You would have seen that. I've worn that one a few times too. I love the lemon print. It just feels so Mediterranean to me, and it reminds me of Monica Bellucci. Like it feels very Italian summer. And I love ravens. Also requested ravens to be in here in some form. So it's nice. It's like a deck of my favorite things, you know, and bits and pieces of my life. This is so cool. Don't own this, wish. And I love these sphinxes. You can barely see this dude, but it's very cool. And I love the just the thigh bands and stuff. That's my outfit. I wore, that was the Myrna video I made when I was reading books that I thought correlated with Myrna skin. So yeah, I definitely remember that one. That was one of my favorite videos that I did. It was so much fun. And I love that outfit, but I ended up getting rid of that shrug. It was too big on me and it just kept moving around. So I don't have that shrug anymore, but I still have the corset, the jeans across. Knight of Cups. Don't know. Could be Cavill, but really aged down, right? Maybe that's supposed to be young Cavill. Oh, it's Knight, not a king. Nova's in the background. It feels like, oh, this is Monica Bellucci. This ain't me. So I did this picture of Monica Bellucci as Persephone. That's why there's pomegranates there from The Matrix. I had to have her. I was like, okay, look, it doesn't need to all be me. Like, this is the woman that I have the biggest crush on. I've had a crush on my entire life. I had a crush on her before I had a crush on boys, but I didn't know I had a crush on her. You know what I mean? When you're just not aware. I didn't even know bisexuality was a thing. I thought you're either gay or you're straight. So I thought, no, I'm not gay. I like Legolas. If you saw all my boy crushes too, it's a very typical bi girl thing. Sometimes all the boys I crushes on are very feminine. But I was obsessed. I can't even tell you how many photos of her I had on my computer. And yes, that included nudes because Monica, God bless her, does do a lot of nude photography, but icon, you know, and she's just so feminine and sexy and confident and powerful. And yeah, I wanted to have Persephone on the tower. Well, I don't think I said on the tower, but anyway, that photo of her in that latex, stunning. Yeah, that's a dress I don't have anymore. So this was a crochet dress, and I gave it to my ex-husband's girlfriend, and she loves it because it's more her style. I realized it wasn't really my style, and it's all sheer. So I was like, I'm not going to wear it. Whereas she doesn't mind, if stuff is see-through and whatever. And she goes to lots of festivals, and it's perfect for that. But Nine of Swords cards. But you see what I mean? Like, yeah, it does weird stuff sometimes. Queen of Cups, not my dress, but very cool. Very pretty and soft. I love this card, guys. I love this card. When I saw this, not my outfit, I have a black top like that, but not this. I was like, that is so sexy, but so sensual and mysterious and esoteric and very priestess to me. And I was just like, yep. And this was also giving me Persephone vibes as well. So pomegranates for me. Yeah, I love this. I never ever wear midriff bearing stuff, even before I had children. So, having children does stuff to your belly skin. Even before I had kids, I still didn't show my belly. This is not an area of my body that I was, super confident in. And I was raised always being told to make sure that that area of my midriff, especially the back where your kidneys are, was always covered. Because my relatives would say, you'll get sick if your kidneys get cold, so keep them warm at all times. But I love this card. So yeah, this is the tarot deck of my 30s, which was a wonderful gift, and it's very cool, and I am happy to have it and use it. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys just in case you were interested. But yeah, this was, that's it. All done.